Not. Jesus, thanks a lot, Josh. You said it was safe.
It was until you clicked on something stupid.
You said it was safe, dude. I trusted you.
The links I click on are safe. The ones you
You
click on aren't.
you gotta watch for those minions there, Nelson.
Yeah, those darn minions. They really like the hibby jibby in the search results there.
My links are safe. I don't know about your links.
Okay, hold on a second here. Let's delete that one here.
Well, I went to look at a PG-14 to have the preview of a movie,
Yeah, hold on. So
and up and down the right side, all there was porn.
Yeah, I know. Let's start this over again. Hi, everybody. My name's Nelson Buck. This is the Daily Live Chat because we had to delete the first 15 minutes because Josh sent me to a page that essentially had a link to something we shouldn't be clicking on, and it had put up porn, so I had to delete that whole part of the show now. Thanks a lot.
It was not me.
No, it was not. Well, no. It's like the butterfly flutters its wings in China, and there's a hurricane in North America. That's what happened.
No, I sent a link to Russia hacking North Korea.
Yeah.
I sent a link to the Shodan, which is a Internet of Things search engine, and you clicked on a link that you shouldn't have clicked on, and that's what you had.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was in the Showdown though.
Yeah.
Shodan is Internet of Things search engine, so it can detect Internet of Thing devices.
Yeah.
I can also search coffee makers, refrigerators, and other things that don't have things like that.
Yeah. Theoretically, you should be able to look up what's inside people's fridges.
Yeah, you could. You actually, theoretically, you could. What's really sad is you can actually look through their webcams of their fridges, which is even worse.
Well, that's what I mean, because now these fridges have a little webcam in the fridge, and when you call it up, it lights up a little light, and it shows you what's in the fridge. Yeah, you can see, oh, he didn't need milk. This guy's got beer. Where is he located? Now let's go do a search and find out where he's located.
Wisconsin, somewhere.
Wisconsin, and grab all the beer you want, right?
Well, here there's tons of beer, so please feel free.
Poor Lord.
Yeah, we're talking with the one where Josh.
I won't find any in my house though, because I don't like beer.
Yeah, there you go. Poor Lauren saw that one snippet, and now she just can't look back at the screen anymore. Now, Lauren, you want to go put your code? Lauren, go put your code back in the chat section again because the chat part's gone. That sucks, Dad. You too.
I see it.
No, it won't be. It won't be in the chat. It'll be part of the old video that deleted.
Oh,
yeah. It's one of those Internet of Things.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's going on with John. John. I hope John's doing good. I mean.
Well, he's probably at the hospital with his wife.
Yeah, he probably still is. Yeah, that's it.
Well, he was thinking or saying that maybe she'll come out today or whatever.
Yeah. And then I got Jackie, who literally didn't have to do anything today, and she still hasn't showed up.
So now we have 3 viewers instead of 2, which is weird. Where the hell is everyone?
Well, yeah. Now that we showed porn, yeah.
Like everyone's coming in, man. No,
it's going to be a flood. We're gonna have all the maybe she is on. Okay, maybe she is there. Okay, cool. Literally, it was just 3 seconds of porn, but it wasn't even just boobs. It was the whole enchilada. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, well,
you had to delete and get rid of it. So
oh man. I'm gonna like it when it's set up that we have a live editor where there's a 5-minute delay. So huh?
Are they working on that?
No. That exists, but I don't have the technology. In fact, I need another computer. I need another person doing the work. But they watch the stream, and I can go, oops, and I can grab the timestamp, and they'll go in and they'll black out that timestamp, and then it still feeds through, but then it's blacked out.
Now, here's another good tech topic. What is the technology you're using this live stream that feeds in?
Say it again.
What is the technology you're using to live stream that feeds in?
That feeds in like to Twitch?
Yeah.
Well, I'm using a software OBS, but are you talking about a specific protocol?
Not everybody's familiar with OBS.
Oh God, good grief! I won't even get involved in that right now. If somebody wants to live stream, you're better off grabbing your cell phone, installing your YouTube app, and do live stream with YouTube with that. What I'm doing, I mean, I could handle up to 27 cameras with this, including included feeds from different locations. So Josh could have a camera at his place. I could say, okay, now we're gonna receive the broadcast feed from Josh. It comes in, and then it's collated, then it's sent out the stream, just like an actual news broadcast does. It's pretty complicated stuff, and I could do a whole series of videos on how to use OBS. You know. In fact, talking about that technology, I discovered how to use the green screen. So I'm going to buy the green material to put behind me, and I'll be on green screen. You'll just see my head. Without the green shirt.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to show up with the green shirt on.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So I got the material.
Show up with the green mask on, you can have all kinds of them.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw a person with a full bodysuit green screen. Why this person does stuff? He does like presentations. He says, "Okay, now if you look here, or if you look here, you will see you will see this controller, and the controller comes on screen going like this kind of thing, you know, and it floats. And what it is a person dressed in a full bodysuit green screen material going like this with the controller, and it goes in front of him. Like, you gotta be kidding me! You can buy full bodysuits?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
How'd you knew that?
No, I didn't know. I guess they're made of neoprene or something because they're stretchy. And I got to get one now so I can dress up Tiffy in green. You won't see her. She'll walk right by. You'll never see her. She'll just be blanked out. That's so cool. When I saw that, I was like, wow.
Where you been?
Oh, man.
Yeah, like you slipped under a rock or something.
Well, yeah. It's my own rock. I call it I Rock. Too soon? Dad, what topics you want to talk about, Dad? Now I gotta get off this this search engine that's gonna get us kicked out, kicked off Twitch.
Okay. One came up, and people are talking about is cereal grains, like 9 grain, 16 grain brown bread and stuff like that. It's actually not good for you.
Oh,
yeah.
What?
Grains in bread. Are the grains no longer good for you?
Who cares?
Well, yeah, you're eating it.
No, but I looked up on the internet. There's 3 different doctors that said it should not be eaten.
Well, the thing is that the grain that you're eating is harvested with a tractor that's 20 feet wide, and he's grabbing everything, and it's being harvested as grain. You might have grass seed in there. You might have seeds from another plant that you shouldn't be eating. There is that. Grains, I think we should eat grain to an extent because it is a filler. Wheat is the one that's concerning me. Wheat has been genetically engineered to a point where wheat has no more nutrients, and that's been proven. There's no more nutrients in wheat. You can eat a loaf of bread, and all you're getting is calories.
I just, this couple of days here, I learned that the bread I was making toast with had 9 grains, but it's white bread.
Yeah.
And if you read bleached,
yeah, yeah,
they bleach the oats.
Yeah, it would have to be a 9 grain brown bread to avoid the bleach.
No, but they call it white bread because they bleach the oats.
Okay.
I think y'all are being racist against bread.
Well, when they say they bleach the oats, are we talking bleach like chlorine bleach, like what we put in the water to bleach clothing, or are they using another process to bleach it?
I don't know.
That's the thing, because there's a lot of ways to bleach stuff. It's not necessarily bleach like what's in the container. I eat bread. Like I'll dip my bread in my soup. I don't really care. I'm at a point where, I'll filter my water, but I mean, there's so much junk in our water anyways. It's like, it's not all going to filter out, not unless I steam it, boil it off, collect the steam, and which is now distilled water, which is hard to drink. But I mean, I do want to set up my garden in back next year or year after to grow my own tomatoes and stuff. Finding out that tomatoes could be up to 2 or 3 weeks old after it's been harvested before it gets to my table. I didn't like that. So I am planning on doing like cucumbers and tomatoes and stuff like that for myself. I am going to farmers who are butchering their own meat locally as opposed to buying meat that come from these big corporations.
God. Dude, I tried that before. Don't do it.
Why? What's wrong?
It just tastes so damn different.
Well, yeah, it is. But you don't have all the junk in it.
I know, but you
don't know that. The farmer may be boosting them.
Well, no, Dad. You even like buying meat. from people you know?
No, those were ours.
Well,
We
yeah.
know those.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. You go to Scoot, and then you buy a cow off Scoot, and you
Yes,
butcher it.
but they're not boosted, nor.
Yeah, but you have to do your research to find out. Obviously, where you're going to buy it from. You don't just choose any farmer out of a book. You find a good one.
They're not going to mention it to you.
Well, yeah.
He's there to make money.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, the stuff coming from Provigo and Loblaws and all this stuff in Walmart. Do you think that stuff doesn't have that stuff added to it, boosted, like you're saying?
Well, probably.
Yeah, that's probably a lot worse off. McDonald's says that it's 100. I'm going to get in so much shit for saying this if Mario sees this. McDonald's says it's 100% beef. It's 100% beef of the beef component that's in the burgers, but there's a whole bunch of other stuff in there.
Yeah, whatever beef you find is 100%.
Yeah, it is beef. It's not horse. It's not pig. It's not
Are you
chicken.
sure? I thought it was 100%. What do you call it?
Green.
I thought it was 100% mystery meat or something like that.
No. That's their chicken nuggets that people still claim that it's that pink goo, and it's not pink goo.
Yeah.
Well, they were analyzed at once upon a time, and they did find some beef in it and other components, but there were 7 or 8 they couldn't identify that were in those burgers. So,
yeah.
Who knows?
I had two burgers yesterday from McDonald's, and I go upstairs. I go to talk to Tina, and what's on TV? And this gets gross. It's the episode of Bones where the manufacturer of stew was supposed to be beef stew, and the kids at the school find human remains in the stew. So then they start doing the whole investigation on Bones to find out where this came from, right? And it turns out somebody fell into the meat chopper and or was pushed in or whatever. But it's like you gotta wonder sometimes what kind of meat are we actually eating, because it may not just be horse, it could be other stuff. You got some of these gangsters make their enemies disappear real well,
Well, that is a good topic there, because more and more university students are testing different foods.
Yeah.
And they come up with some weird results.
Yeah, see, we don't need to worry about that here. We have the.
Why not?
If you want to get rid of a body, you send it to the University of Tennessee.
Oh yeah, and they unpurposely put it in the field and let it rot, and different positions. Yeah,
they got the body farm, man.
That's it.
We got a body farm here, man.
Well, there was a few years ago that body farm found bodies that weren't even accounted for, right?
Yeah.
In the fields, they were put there. They were set up, like one was put in a drum, one was put under a tarp, just as everybody else would. But somebody noticed.
Yeah, it's the #1 school in our country for studying forensic anthropology, because they actually let bodies rot, and you get to see them as they're rotting, and so it's the body farm in Tennessee.
Well, there is a body farm up here in Canada too, because it's that's only good for the climate of Tennessee with the bugs in Tennessee. So there is one here in Canada. There's one in Mexico, and it is a good thing to find out how the body died and how in those circumstances. But that case was. It's a real case where the people working there went, wait a minute, we have 53 bodies that we know of, and there's 9 more. Oops.
Well, family members.
Yeah, family members. Yeah, it's like, wait a minute. Maybe we should set up cameras and have a patrol. A little bit of security goes a long way.
They'd eat the camera.
Yeah, they'd eat the camera. Yeah, that's it.
You'd want to see what kind of bugs go on that one.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, camera mites. There you go.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, Jesus.
But I saw that on the internet where they have cadavers and different conditions that, and they learn about the bugs and flies and whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How come Lauren's so quiet up there?
Because
we're talking about cadavers, bugs, and flies.
hold on a second, okay?
Okay, we're holding on. Hurry up.
Go.
Slipping. I'm slipping.
He's holding back, trying to vomit here.
I'm slipping. I
think you grossed her out.
Go, Lauren.
I found a way. I have a little cockroach problem.
You eat them?
I found a way to get rid of them in my home.
How?
I remember looking up a video about it, or someone told me.
Yeah,
you
how?
pour a little dish detergent in a thing. So I have a little plastic container.
Right.
And you put some water in it. and it will attract them. They'll think it's water.
Right, and they can't handle the soap.
Right.
Yeah, it's
And it kills them.
it's a molecule in the soap that plugs up their lungs. It's
But what is she trying to get rid of?
cockroaches.
Cockroaches.
Oh, they come with gas masks and everything now, air tanks.
Yeah,
They
gas.
just walk right through.
Yeah, radiation suits and the whole 9 yards. Oh, jeez.
I have
what
to go make up.
Well, what about all these bug products and stuff? I had we'll say it's a friend that had a problem with bed bugs, and they went through about $1,000 in products in the time it took to kill off these bed bugs. And what it took was basically a powder that comes from a family of chalk. They spread this powder down everywhere across all the floors. They left it there for 2-3 months, and the bed bug.
Here.
That product is legal here.
Illegal or legal?
Illegal.
No. It can't be illegal, Josh. It's in a family of chalk.
I know.
It's inert.
Well, here, that product you're talking about is not chalk. It's a it's a chemical, and it's very illegal here. So here, the way they get rid of bed bugs is they cook them.
Well, yeah, but that's if you can. How do you do your whole house?
You heat it up.
Yeah, no, not possible. That's not going to happen here.
Yeah, but that'd have to be pretty damn hot.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
They do. Yeah, they do. They bring in these freaking torpedo heaters and just heat the shit out of it. And
but you got paper in the house and everything else. That can't be.
I personally have a easier way. You just get rid of the damn shit that had them.
Yeah.
Throw the damn
well, there's an epidemic up here in Quebec. There's Quebec, Canada.
There is here. Yeah. There is in some places here too.
North America.
Yeah, and here I got bed bugs once because we bought a used couch. And holy crap, that took 3 months to get rid of those little fuckers and get rid of all the mattresses, get rid of everything. And
that's why when people offer me used furniture, we don't take.
No, that's it. My neighbor borrowed my shop vac, and I told him when he's done with it, just to put it on my porch. I don't want him through my shed, and I said just put it on my porch. My wife came home with my daughter, and they had the good idea, let's bring it in. And I stopped them. I said no, put that back outside. Because I don't know if my neighbor has bed bugs, and if he does, they went into the machine, and now the potential will come into the house. So leave it outside on the porch in the freezing cold. I'll deal with it. I'll wash it out outside, And
it's still outside unwashed, by the way.
Oh no, it's still outside on the porch. That's right. That's right. It's still there. It's frozen. But the bed bug epidemic with bugs here is become, every household has become basically a quarantine zone. It's like, no, you don't bring in any clothing or mattress or blankets, sheets, nothing used. Don't bring anything in. You do that, you're running the risk of bugs. One lady went out to a dollar, what do you call that, a thrift store, and bought bed sheets. And she never had bugs. Since she bought those bed sheets, it must have been 1 or 2 little eggs, and that's all it took. It took 1 female egg. And that was it. And then it just produced.
You know that thrift store you're talking about down in Wellington there?
Yeah.
One lady went there, picked up something secondhand, and she brought it home. And in her apartment, there's 108 apartments, and they all interact.
Yeah.
Well, landlord was some pissed off.
Yeah.
They all had bed bugs.
Yeah. But okay, that's over a period of time. But yeah, they go right through the walls.
No, contact with people.
Oh, right, and through the walls. They go through the electrical outlets and everything.
But he had to disinfect 108 apartments. Whoa.
Yeah, that's expensive. To disinfect, to exterminate my house, the company said it was going to cost us $700 to do it. And I did it another way. And like I said, I got rid of everything and washed everything. And I used a chemical compound on all the floors, and everybody left for 3 days. It cost me a lot less than $700. But then I had to buy mattresses and the whole 9 yards.
I got something for $1.25, Nelson. Does the trick.
What's that?
Big lighter.
Light them up one by one?
No. Click. Watch.
No. I'm not burning down my house. Jesus. Great, thanks, Dad. Now I can't do it now.
You see?
Now the insurance company will be all over it now.
Yeah, that's it. Watch my house burn down tomorrow, and they're like, "Hey, wait a minute, there's something on video about that." Yeah.
Well, there is something about bugs because there's a house owner in northern Montreal. They got so many cockroaches, they're going to tear the building down.
Yeah, because
they're going to rebuild.
Yeah, because they can't find the nest. It's better to dig it all out.
They can't get rid of them. They've been trying, but there's so many.
And the thing is, cockroaches is neat. their DNA is so versatile that if you put on a poison, you might kill 100,000, 500,000 million of them. But sooner or later, it takes a few bursts, and they're now immune to that poison.
Yeah, that's true.
They're tough little shits.
But they're going to remove the house, the soil, everything.
Yeah, because it's probably a
And
nest.
they're going to rebuild.
Yeah, it could be a nest right in the ground, and it's coming through a crack in the concrete.
He's got trillions or whatever.
Oh, that many? Oh, wow.
Oh, it's unreal.
Could be something nasty, yeah. Well, a farmer dug up his field one time and no reason. It was digging something, and they found a nest, and it was huge. It was something like 30 feet in diameter, and it was a nest of a cockroach, just naturally in the wild, like how they usually do. They're about a foot and a half down under the ground, where it's damp and cold, and they got all sorts of tunnels, and it's wow. It's something for a horror movie. You guys want to do a horror movie? Film that. But you know something? We criticize all these bugs, and without them, we wouldn't be here. You know that, right? And every bug, including bed bugs, mites, fleas, everything has a reason. Without these bugs, we would not have plant pollination. We wouldn't have the disposal of decomposing bodies, animal bodies, remains. Every bug has a reason on this, and if it's not for cleanup or for pollination, it's for feeding other bugs. Or other animals, you know, and they're all here for a reason, you know. And without them, we
wouldn't have minions.
We wouldn't have minions. You wouldn't have wheat. You wouldn't have 9-grain bread. That's for sure. Forget that, you know. And oh no, it's a big deal. Well, the grass pollination. Nobody thinks about grass pollination, but the ground crawling bugs are the ones that pollinate grass, not bees. So all the little ground crawly things, they've got to be there in order to rub up against a stem of grass and pollinate the stem of grass, or they won't do it. You know, just throwing down grass seed doesn't necessarily work. It's better if it's pollinated. You know, but we don't think of that. We just think about getting rid of everything.
Nelson, I'm going to leave for a couple of minutes here.
Oh,
landlord's outside.
Oh,
and I'm leaving too.
My old man didn't pay his rent. Okay, Lauren, get your phone reset up and get your Uber going, because I'm going to be coming down to Florida. I'm going to need a call for a ride. If I can't get you as an Uber driver, then I'm not going to stick around.
So, how is the Uber thing going, anyways?
Not doing it now.
Why not?
Because I have to get my phone reactivated.
Yeah.
And I have to re-download the Uber app.
And when are you going to do that?
When she gets Skype
Hopefully this week.
When she gets Skype reinstalled.
Hopefully this week.
Hey, there's a thing.
You're not giving up on it, at least. That's what I'm making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be careful. If you see anything come up and it says my username at the end, like...
Oh, no. If you see...
No, seriously, I wasn't kidding when I mentioned that in Skype earlier. If you change your password in Skype, it prevents them from being able to do that again. So you don't have to remove the entire account. Just go into your Skype account and change the password.
Yeah. That's the key thing.
See,
Make sure that you make it a hard password. Don't make it some easy crap.
My Skype account, you know how it asks for recovery email, which is my Hotmail, which is Outlook.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I don't remember my password
But anyways,
to my Hotmail, so I have to do that again.
Oh, that's why.
yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. But but rule of thumb: any web address that has a Skype username on the end, don't open it. And what I do is, if Josh sends me a link through Skype, I'll message Josh. Did you send me a link? Josh will then say, yes, I did. Okay, now I click it. I don't click.
Yeah,
I don't click.
idea.
Yeah, that's what I do, and it solves my problem. You know. And if
he finds out that I was lying to him, and he gets hacked.
But if I am going if I am going to a website, I copy the link from Skype. I'll right click and I'll say copy link. Then I'll go to the browser, I'll paste it, and I'll make sure it's an actual web address, like, you know, nelsonbuck.com/ and maybe a referral ID. But it ends there. If it's a mile long, I don't click on it. I don't go to it. Anyways, yeah, bye, Lauren. See you later. You have to click the button now. Click the button. There you go. Where's the button? But yeah, why does Skype still have that problem? I mean, how long has it been that they have had this?
It's been a while.
God, since I got back on the interwebs, they have it.
What's the problem? I missed it because I had to go.
Oh, well, Josh, you explain. I'm trying to. I'll get something ready here for our next part.
They get hacked a lot.
No, but
That's the
Yeah,
second version of it.
no, but here for those that aren't watching, if you go to Skype and let's say for example here, where do we have a link? Yeah, I got one here with a link in here. Here, like for example, there's a web address here. Sometimes it'll come up and it'll have a person's username at the end. I don't know why the username at the end has anything to do with it. If you click on it, from what I understand, you're clicking and you're authorizing the person at the other end to run a bot that uses your account. Then your account will then contact everybody using the same link, with your username at the end of it, and on and on and on and on. It's a hack. It's a scam. I don't understand why they do it, but then you have to go in and change your password to your Skype account. It's a nightmare, and I don't really understand why it still exists. You think by now Microsoft would say, "Hey, maybe we should fix this problem," you know?
Nah.
That's it, you know. So what I was saying, Dad, is if you're on Skype and you get a web address, message the person back and say, "Did you send me a link?" And if the person says yes, or they say no. If they say no, I didn't, then it's a hack. If they said yes, then go ahead and click on it. It's as simple as that. What's on your screen right now on the stream side is the new Mardox landing page, the main page when you first log in. We're bringing back the social feed. Right, it's going to be embedded right into the home area. So we're working on this. Later tonight or tomorrow morning, this will be available to everybody. As you can see, I've got some coding to do with CSS that just isn't lining up right now. But this will be available to our members, so you can start putting back up your posts and commenting and doing the whole blah blah. Trying to bring it back towards more social media availability, as opposed to log in and here's a whole bunch of videos to watch. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow morning. Keeping your ear open for it. Kind of like a Facebook inside Mardox. Yeah. Oh, it's working out good. People are using it. It's just not gotta get more people using the interface. But then again, we used to have a little button at the top that says social feed, and they're like, it came across. I was like, oh, what's this? Click. Oh, I can put a post in. So now it's going to be front and center on the site. Now that we know that people like the function, so I'm working on it. So I'm going to make it all nice and pretty. There you go. I know Josh doesn't use anything socialish.
What do you think I do for a living?
You're antisocial, dude.
I am.
What do you do for a living, since you just opened the doorway for that?
What do I do for a living? I basically play the smartest one in the room.
You pretend.
Basically. Well, no, I mean, this is what I do for a living. I mean, basically, my company is a wholesaler to other retail companies. So we target tech companies, we target business consulting firms, marketing agencies, and things like that. And we do all the stuff they can't do. So if there's a tech company that has an issue, there's a website, let's say they're doing a WordPress website, for example, but they don't know how to do custom plugins. They call us up to build the custom plugins for their clients. They call us to build custom themes for their clients. We basically get called to do all the shit no one wants to do.
There you go. You're the go-to guy for what people don't want to do.
Basically.
There you go. That's cool. But you mainly focus on WordPress, right?
We focus on a little bit more than that, obviously. We do WordPress, we do SEO services, we offer business consulting services like business plans, marketing plans, things like that. So we do a little bit more than that. We also do data science, analytics, analysis, and all that kind of stuff. A lot of statistical compiling, all those kind of things.
Have you gotten to the point where your statistical compiling, have you gotten to the point where you need to use grid computing, or is it mainly stuff that can be all done on one machine?
It can all be done on our stuff, so I don't worry about it.
Yeah?
Because mainly what we're using is R and analytics.
Okay.
If you're familiar with R.
Yeah.
No,
tell the people that don't know what it is.
So for those that aren't familiar with R, it's a programming language. It's also it's an open source statistics software. For those that are familiar with SPSS, the old version was paid. That was the software everybody used to use, and now everybody's using either R or some other ones that are out there that are open source. But R is the most popular one out there.
Yeah, it is. It is called the letter R, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the R project.
R-project. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Okay, I'm just bringing it up here
Yeah.
on the screen here. So the R project for statistical computing. I have a platform where I can do grid computing. I want to revive that, and there's a lot of people asking for that because of data, the amount of data that needs to be processed. But the few projects that I have that people came to me for, it's basically, dude, you're going to put your data through our grid computing software. It's going to take like 30 seconds to do, whereas it's going to take 1 day on a normal machine. Just do it for 1 day. It takes you do it 1 day a week.
R is you can compile the data in databases online, have that data sent to R, and actually do it automatically. So you don't even have to be involved once you've actually programmed it.
It's more of a cloud computing, right?
No, but it does allow for a lot of programming outside the thing, so you can have things automated. And I'm an automation junkie. I love automation.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm all about automation, man. Give me some automation.
Automation rocks. Well, I'm all for automation too. I mean, look at Mardox. I'm not going to sit here and program this day in and day out. I'm going to get to a point where I don't need to program. I don't have to go in and confirm or set up everyone's account one by one. That's all automated. The person comes in, all the data and all the correlation, the stats. That's all automated. I know there's a person selling an ebook. Joe Smith has to go in and pay by PayPal. He then has to wait for the email to come in. He's got to go log in, get the name, address, and phone number, set up a mailing label. And I say ebook. There is a hardcover. And then take the hardcover ebook, package it, mail it. Talk about a non-automated service. You could send that ebook to Amazon or to a bunch of these ebook mailing service and publishers, and they will print the book and mail it for you. Automation.
What?
Automation. Some of these people that are. Well, I'm not going to repeat the whole thing. That's gonna.
No. Go back to your hacking for a second there, Nelson.
Yeah.
Google. Let's say I go to my mail. I put in my username and password, and it pops up. Google pops up. Do you wish Google to save this for you?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it depends on what you do. Did you?
Well, I'm going to my mail.
Well, no. Hold on now. There's single authentication login, and there's dual authentication or two-part authentication. I use two-part. When I go to Gmail or Google or YouTube, I type in my email address, and it'll ask me for my password. My password is really freaking long, like literally like 30 somewhat characters long. I use up the full amount of characters that I could possibly could. I'll talk about that in another show. And then when I put that code, that password in, my phone is then sent a code by text message. I then get the code. I go back. I go plug in the code to continue. If I don't put the code in, it does not unlock the account. And that's the case. Yeah. You want Google to store the information for you. Of the companies you can trust for storing your information, listen. There's, I would say Google's yes, Yahoo no. Google has a pretty good track record for protecting people's information, but it depends on what kind of information you're releasing.
What generation that you grew up in?
No, but compared to Yahoo, everything got disclosed to the hackers. But don't put any personal information.
Either one of them too.
No. But what I was going to say is don't put any information you don't want nobody to get your hands on the internet. Don't use Dropbox and upload your tax papers to Dropbox for example.
Here's what I always explain to people: if you wouldn't put it in a billboard, don't put it online.
Yeah, exactly. What you don't want people to see, don't put it. Don't. Yeah. If you don't want nude pictures of you to be released on the internet, don't take nude pictures of yourself.
Well, just don't put them online.
Well, I took nude pictures. I took nude pictures of me, but for some reason, I open them up in my computer. It puts a black bar right across the great parts, like my belly button, my elbows, my face.
Smart computer.
There you go. I would say use the two-part authentication. Now there's websites coming out with three-part authentication, especially banking sites. It's put in your card number, and then it asks you for your email address, and then it asks you for your password. Once you do all that, then you get your code, and off you go. They're going through a lot of steps, but it breaks down the number of chances that somebody could actually go, oh, I'm going to hack your bank account, or I'm going to hack your, let's face it, most hacking today is due to unsafe passwords, or very short, unsecure, or easy passwords.
It's an understatement.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, even Twitch. When I log on to Twitch, I have to put in a what is it? I got to set up for a 7-digit code that gets sent to my SMS on my phone. Unfortunately, though, if my phone breaks or dies, I got a hard time getting into it, so that could be a problem. Then I've got something even better. My phone has Bluetooth. I got a Bluetooth chip on my computer. If I take my phone and walk away and my computer loses the Bluetooth signal to my phone, my computer automatically locks. When I come back, I have to go click, type in my password to log in, and I get a do-do-do-do. There's the SMS message, and then I got to punch in the code, the two-part authentication, just to log into my PC. So if somebody steals my phone or somebody comes to the house and steals my computer's locked. It's encrypted. You can't do anything with it other than you've got the physical device and all you can do is wipe out the hard drives. Who cares? I'll order another one. You know, if somebody steals my computers, obviously they needed it a hell of a lot more than I did, right?
And that goes into the other thing you need to have. Make sure you have system backups. So if anything does happen, you can restore it.
That's right. That's right. You know, I got a 4-terabyte drive here beside my computer, which is always backed up. I back up my stuff offline on my own personal cloud, and I use Dropbox. So if it would take a disaster from North America to wipe out all my stuff. You know, like Mount St. Helens or what's that?
There are good services for that. People that don't want to manage it themselves, you can use stuff like Carbonite and things like that.
Yeah, Carbonite. Dropbox is good too.
Dropbox, it's iffy.
Well, I haven't had a single problem with them in 3-4 years now that I've been with them.
You know, one of the biggest problems I had with them is they slowed the shit out of my computer because they were doubling the memory of my computer.
Well, no, the storage space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't understand that. Is well, here, watch. Let me go on screen. I'll show you guys. Maybe for once, you guys can understand what I do here. Let me pull up a window. Okay. When I go into my computer, the first thing I got is a folder called Dropbox, and inside Dropbox is all my system files.
Your dad's being shown something right now.
No, it's coming up. It's coming up. Just give it a second. Inside my main directory, I have a folder called Dropbox. When I go into Dropbox, it's the entire contents of my hard drive. Now, if I modify a file in this folder, whatever, anywhere in it, when I go click and go modify just 2 or 3 words and save, it's instantly uploaded or is synchronized with Dropbox. You see, and I'm only using one occurrence, one partition for the same 1 terabyte. So what you were saying, Josh, was if you had a 1 terabyte drive or account and you got 2 terabyte drive on your computer, it would use up all 2 terabytes. You'd have your actual side and your Dropbox side, right?
Yeah.
Well, I put all my stuff right in the Dropbox folder. There is a downfall. If Dropbox, and this is why I have a hard drive beside my computer and I back up to it every morning. If Dropbox, let's say overnight goes, oh, we have a glitch and all the files delete off Dropbox, it could trigger Dropbox to delete all my files on my hard drive. That could happen. So that's why I got the actual backup on a separate drive. So Dropbox isn't perfect.
I'm actually, for website backups alone, about half my gig terabyte they give me is already in use.
Yeah.
There's website backups. Yeah. Which is what I primarily use Dropbox for.
I'm about to go with everything I'm doing with my backups and data and the computers locally. I'm about to go to the enterprise version where they give you 5 terabytes, I think, and you're good. But you got to pay like $17 per user per month, so it's more expensive. But I'm gonna have more volume of space. But I really wish Dropbox would have like a 2, 3, 4 terabyte space. That would be cool, because that I would take. I would upgrade to the 2 terabyte. I'm at 70% used up on my Dropbox as it is now. But you know,
Well, your Dropbox is what, 1 terabyte?
it's 1 terabyte. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But you know, there was a point in time. Remember, Dad, we're buying hard drives and we're like, where's this gonna end? You know, we went to 10 gig, 40 gig, 100 gig, 200 gig, 500 gigs, 750 gigs. Now we're 1,000 gigs. And you know, we were saying the other day, when is this gonna end? How big is the biggest hard drive going to be? You know, and now they're at what, 10 terabytes now for a hard drive. But
That depends on Trump.
but we're starting to realize that the average person only uses about half to 1 terabyte of data total. there does come a point where you just don't, you just can't fill that space. You know?
Yeah, but those drives are put out there also for small companies and stuff like that. Let's say a photographer or whatever, or a journalist, whatever.
Yeah.
Or minion holders.
Yeah. I have 2 10 terabyte drives in my server, and I got 4 slots, so I can go to 40 I can go to 40 terabytes. But what I've done is I have 2 drives in the system, and they're mirrored, so that if one drive dies, I just simply take it out, plug it in, and it'll re-mirror again, so that, you know, there's no downtime. So there's another way there that everything is backed up instantly. When a file is changed, it's mirrored right away on the other side. And that's critical. You want that extra backup. Could you imagine Mardox going down? I'll have to email everybody going, sorry everybody, all your data's lost. Sucks to be you, but hey, if you want to continue, let's set up. You know. And it's happened to me. It's happened to me where a hard drive has failed. It has just gone. And what do you do? You know, and as a business owner, you can't do that. Your members, or in my case, my members, my clients count on me. Same with Josh, right? You don't do hosting, Josh, do you?
Yes.
You do. And do you have redundancy for your hosting?
Yes.
Yeah. So that if something does go wrong on one machine, it's like, do your clients realize that it's gone down, or?
They may realize it goes down, but we also have like 2 backups of everything. So.
Oh, okay. Because like me, for example, at my hosting provider, they would take the drives out, they take drive B, to say drive A failed, they would take drive B out, plug it in drive A, and put a new drive in and a drive B slot. And then off we go. And then drives C and D would be paired also.
Mine's usually never down for that long. So I think the longest downtime I've ever had is about 30 minutes.
Oh, no, but that's what I mean. But me, it would be like take the drives out, swap it, and boom, you're back online. It doesn't take that long. It's the time to take to reboot a machine. We did have a drive fail once, and I think we were offline for 10 minutes. But time for us to realize it, call them, they did the work, and we're back online. Probably 10 minutes.
Is that the same time that you posted in Mardox that you were down for 2 days?
Oh no, that was way back. There was a time that we were hacked. Yeah, and that was a programmer that I had, he just had too much access. He literally went in and deleted everything on the drive. He got pissed off and said delete everything, and that was a nasty. I had to reinstall everything. Yeah, I had I had backups. I had to re-upload everything. You know, I was like, oh my god. But that hasn't happened since, because I don't have program. That's why I let go of all the programmers. I said no more. I'm not going to let people do that to our system anymore. Why do I still have R on the screen? I should have Banvertise up there. What time is it? I promised my dog I'd take him outside to the back field at 4:00. So he's my dog knows time. He's pacing right upstairs right now, like come on, let's go.
Maybe he just needs to go outside for a bit.
No. It's with the nice weather. He's been out multiple times.
I'm gonna have to take off here at 3, so I got stuff to get done.
Well, yeah, but
you're late. It's almost 4.
Well, in my area, it's only 2:55. So
yeah, so that's.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's Wisconsin time, Dad.
Yeah, and nowhere, Wisconsin.
Yeah, nowhere, Wisconsin. Nowhere,
somewhere.
I would.
The only delivery they have there is air delivery, Nelson.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You got to watch for the parachutes.
The what?
It's when it gets caught on the tree branches, right? And you got to climb the tree and cut it down.
I said, Josh, that the only delivery you get is air delivery. You stand outside and you watch for little parachutes.
No, but I won't lie to you. The first time up until recently, I haven't. It was 3 months before I saw the first UPS truck coming to my door. They were driving U-Haul. I'm not kidding. UPS and FedEx were driving U-Hauls and budget rent cars.
Oh yeah.
So that was a really unusual thing to see out here. But apparently they finally got the U-Haul truck fixed. So they finally got the UPS truck fixed. So I finally saw the brown truck in my front door recently. But seriously, here in the snow, they shut down the brown trucks. Yeah. They go to U-Hauls.
Here, I ordered a new computer system for somebody, And I ordered it last Tuesday, so I got a hold of the company that I'm ordering it through. I said, why is it taking a week to confirm the order and get it sent out? So I talked to a supervisor today. Now, apparently, it's going to be mailed out tomorrow. I'm going to have a tracking code tomorrow guaranteed, and it's going to be mailed UPS. And I said, so that's going to be, what, 10 days to get here? I said, it better get here like 24 hours after I get the tracking number, because a week to confirm that I want the order. It's like, what is up with you guys? It's a 2-minute call, you know.
You should call them up 2 days from now. So the tracking number says it was going to be here yesterday, and I haven't got it yet. I'd like a refund.
Yeah, the only,
wait a minute.
Yeah, but the only problem is, if it's a refund, that means I got to return it because I'm paying monthly for it, or bi-weekly. You know. Hey, Josh, go blow your nose off microphone, dude. It's loud.
I thought you were done with this live feed.
Well, no, it's.
By the way, Brianna actually said she was at a theater festival, so she couldn't make it.
That's okay. That's okay.
I think I know why the delivery in Josh's area is bad, because by the time they find the place, the guy's totally lost. Now where do I go?
Going around in circles.
You'd be surprised, actually, how often that does occur.
I had a person deliver. It was supposed to be UPS, and because they were overloaded, they had a local delivery service show up. It was an unmarked white van, a panel van, and it showed up, and the guy's like, "Is this 4250?" And I'm like, "Yeah. Who are you?" You know, unmarked van, no labels, no suit. The guy's wearing a hoodie, and I'm like, "Well, I got a delivery for you." So he goes back and opens the back of the van, and there's my flat screen TV. I'm like, "What?" It was a delivery person. It was just, UPS was too busy, so they contracted out.
Yeah, but a guy should not wear a hoodie while knocking at a door.
Well, that's what I mean. It was totally unprofessional,
Well, see, that's what happens in Canada. Here in the U.S., the outcome would have been much different.
Yeah,
he would have struck on the door with a hoodie. Somebody would have came to the door with a gun, and the police would have shown up. It would have been a big ass scene. Somebody probably would have got shot.
Oh but I would not have shot the.
It's a whole other world here, man.
If you shoot, don't shoot the vehicle, because a bullet could go through the flat screen TV.
Yeah, but don't shoot the messenger.
You're assuming that the flat screen's in there. We would not be assuming that.
Well, I'd assume, and then I
They want your flat screen, Josh.
No, see, y'all assume that it's actually the flat screen. We assume that something else is going on.
Yeah, but the last time I had violence here was somebody that was rummaging through my shed to see if I had gas. And I walked out and I said, looking for something? He goes, yeah, I ran out of gas. Need to know if I can get some gas here. I said, well, I'll tell you what, let's go down to the corner store. I'll get you some gas. But he was going through my shed to see if I had a gas can with gas in it.
You shoot first, ask questions later.
No, I went down with him and I got gas, $20 of gas, and came back. And what was really impressive was 2 weeks later, he showed back up my door and he said, here's the $20 for the gas. I told him, I said, dude, keep the 20, give it to somebody else who needs it. And I was more than happy to help him out. But that was about the biggest violence I had, was somebody sniffing through my tool shed.
Really?
Yeah. I was like,
and see, I've been tased, I've been maced, I've been in all kinds of.
We're polite. We're polite, because you got to remember, the first thing a Canadian says is, "Oh, I'm sorry." It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
It's not the Canada.
Well, not unless you live in Toronto. They got a new taser gun. And the first time they used it, they killed the poor guy.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. So now the RCMP is investigating.
Yeah, but the problem is, it's where they tased him. Apparently, it was on both sides of the heart. And it was literally like defibrillating the heart.
I don't know. It's a new gun, apparently, and the RCMP now is investigating, but the guy's still dead.
Well, there's one guy in the States that got nailed. They went to tase him, and one dart hit the center of the eye. And went askew, and now the guy is suing whoever the police department for is missing eye now. You know. Yeah,
but in the States you can expect
that. Yeah. It's nice to point and there's two darts go out, but it's if they go out straight, one might go askew. Those things are dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, shoot me with a bullet. I'm more likely to heal from a bullet wound than from those taser dart things.
But when you got 3-4 policemen and one guy, you don't need a taser.
It's real simple. It's real simple.
You know, and being involved in those scenarios in the past, I can tell you, depends on what they're on. Because those people on PCP and shit, man, they are strong as shit.
Oh, no, I agree.
If there's 3 or 4 of you, one can go walk up behind them and cold cock them. They're done. You don't have to
You can't
shoot.
do that because then you can injure him more. It's actually safer to take.
There's two parts to the story. Let's be fair. When
There is.
when somebody pulls me over, the first thing I do is I put both hands on the steering wheel so that the police officer can see my hands. When he asks for my license, without moving my hands, I say I have to reach for my back right pocket. Can I do that? Yes, you may. I'll be using my right hand. Okay. Now it's very,
No. When they ask me that, I ask him why. What? Don't you have a license?
well, yeah, well, that's where you get
He
shot.
probably wants to borrow mine.
Yeah. But serious. On a serious note, listen to the police officer's instructions. If they tell you to get out of the car, don't go. What the hell for? Just get out of the car. You know,
Bingo.
that's all.
I'll be honest with you. The more cooperative you are, the more likely we are to give you to let you go.
Yeah, and
Yeah, but if it's a real cop.
I had a guy. I walked up behind a guy smoking weed, tapped him on his shoulder. He passed the joint back to me before he realized I had a badge and a gun on, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
He throws it down on the ground. And I sit there and immediately I'm like, "Okay, look, you got any more on you?" He's like, "No, man, that's all I had." I said, "That's all you got?" I said, "You got anything else in your bag?" He said, "No, I ain't got nothing else in the bag." I said, "Be upfront with me." I said, "Because if you don't have anything else, you're probably gonna walk. Because I'm not gonna sit there and do a bunch of paperwork for the damn joint."
Yeah, that's right.
And then we searched him. We searched the bags, found nothing else on him. Have a nice day.
That's it.
Send him on his way.
Till your next joint.
That's it.
No, I mean, we added one joint on him. We threw it out in the toilet and flushed it, and that was the end of it. I mean,
I was caught.
You know how much paperwork it takes to arrest somebody in the States?
That's it.
This is a freaking paperwork city, man. I mean, you do one little, even an arrest where there's no force used, you're talking about 4 to 5 pages of paperwork.
That's it.
If there's force used, holy shit, is there a whole bunch more paperwork?
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
So, in all honesty, man,
Yeah, but use a little
as much as I can.
Josh, use a little dictaphone and have somebody print it out for you.
Nowadays you can do that. Back then, you couldn't do that.
Yeah, no, that's it. Then that it's not a dictaphone anymore. It's called using your smartphone, using an app that records voice.
Well, my phone ain't smart, that's for sure.
Oh well, yeah, we got to get you a new one though. Good God.
He's still using the dumb phone.
Yeah, he starts up his phone, and his phone is the first sound you hear isn't ding, it's duh.
What do you want?
What do you want?
I dialed Nelson's number. What for?
So let's get this wrapped up, guys, because now we're way past an hour. This was the Mardox Daily Live Chat. My name is Nelson Buck. Below me on the videos we have Danny Buck, and below that was Josh, but we don't know if Josh really exists. There's never any video of him. Sorry about our show messing up at the beginning because Josh sent us a wrong link.
No, look, I showed you my video earlier, man. I had my video on earlier. You missed it, didn't you?
Yeah. We had porn.
No, see, I had my
there you go.
on earlier. See, there's the minion.
There you go.
Yeah, I see 2 minions, one behind the other.
Yeah, one great, one great big one, and one tiny one. Join us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time or noon Pacific Time. We do this Monday through Friday. Every day, and we talk about a whole bunch of stuff. So join us, follow us. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. If you're watching us live on Twitch, make sure to follow us and tell us what you think or don't think, or even if you do think, maybe you don't think at all. Make sure to do all that stuff, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Say bye, people.
Bye, people.